Only today. Live your life only with this day. Page 375. My dear fellows, it's upon you to accustom yourself to live your life only with this day, and not allow yourself to be confused by the previous or forthcoming day. You will then certainly merit to lead a fruitful, dignified, and happy life, and you will be the most contented person in the world. Now, do not think of yesterday, for it has already been forfeited and will never return. Do not think of tomorrow either, for you do not know what tomorrow will bring. Let's just focus on paragraph 1 here. We have to accustom ourselves to live only with this day and not allow ourselves to be confused by yesterday or tomorrow. You know, it's interesting that the Maharaj is teaching us that it's easy for us to be confused by yesterdays and tomorrows. The reason is, I believe, that there's so many made-up theories about the future that create anxiety and upsetness and downness. And there's so many stories we have about the past that depress us, that upset us, that make us feel helpless, that blind us to what's going on in the present. And each of these voices in our head, these thoughts that we have, they confuse us. Now, if we're able to basically say anytime, we could ask the tool as follows. What am I confused about right now? I'm confused about how to move forwards in this relationship. Don't worry about it. I'm confused about what that all meant. Don't worry about it. Maybe sort it out with a therapist or do some praying about it or meditating about it. But we almost say that the tip and the tool of the day is confusion is a trap. If I'm confused, ignore it. Isn't that irresponsible? No, because there are times for figuring out and clarifying things, and there are times for enjoying things. And confusion really needs to be clarified, and it needs to be best clarified in conversation. If I am lost in a maze of thoughts, whether they be about what has already occurred or what already will occur, how am I going to free myself from my own maze? We know that much of the time, no matter whether we're coaches, healers, therapists, or other people who have skills, we still can't heal ourselves, coach ourselves, or counsel ourselves with a lot of successful, powerful, outcomes. And that's partly because when we're in confusion, when any of us are in confusion, we really can't free ourselves. So the best thing we can do is put it on hold. Put the confusion in a box called, this is confusing. Boom, who cares? I'll put it on a list called sort it out with my friends, sort it out with my therapist, sort it out with God, and I will come back to it then. So our tip of the day is make a confusion box and put all the things that you don't want to deal with in that confusion box and that are in the way of being in today. And the Maharaj, assures us that then we will merit for a fruitful, dignified, and happy life. So again, what is the tool? Ask, what am I confused about right now? And put it in the confusion box. Awesome. I love my confusion box. Do you love your confusion box? I like it because the stuff inside it is no longer in my brain. If we do that, we're going to be the most contented person in the world. And that's interesting because that implies to us that once the confusion is gone, we have automatic contentedness. And of course, we know this is true by babies before they have a brain developed by age 8, 10, 12, 13, where they can confuse themselves. Most babies, if they don't have a physical problem, are automatically contented, unless their environment is very, very not very nice. So, okay, remember the confusion box. Ask yourself what's confusing, put it in the box, and welcome in the more contented day, being only today.